So I think when you spend time bumping into each other, they were both kind of like kind spirits and they just needed a nudge. So, or Soul needed a nudge, which came from Rome's character. So, I feel like when it's right, no matter the circumstance. And, they found love in a hospital. They found love in a hopeless place.
Well, why don't you just take a seat?
Why does it feel like my brother's about to break up with me?
That's very astute of you, because I actually am.
Wait, are you kicking me out? Mommy!
Oh, never leave again.
You have a tendency to lose yourself in a relationship. Once a cute boy comes along, you neglect the things you care about.
Happy birthday to me.
Did you go skinny dipping?
Listen, I think Miles fell in love, and so the rules of hospital etiquette flew out the window. What are you gonna do?
ISIS, I mean, here it is. I mean, we have an oncology worker here. This is important stuff. I mean, we're dealing with dying patients here. You managed to find some time here for plastic surgeon?
I feel like in season 1, Soul made it clear that they wanted to focus on their career. But I think with maybe past situations or relationships, it made them a little scared of love. So I think when you spend time bumping into each other, they were both kind of like kind spirits and they just needed a nudge. So, or Soul needed a nudge, which came from Rome's character. So, I feel like when it's right, no matter the circumstance. And, they found love in a hospital. They found love in a hopeless place.
Right. Yeah.
So poetic.
They're very well said there.
Thanks, Rihanna.
It made you think about work romances. It's always prohibited. In this case, I guess sometimes people, just meet each other at the right place and in a hopeless place too.
Definitely. Hey, as long as it was consensual, then, and they worked in 2 different areas. So it's not like, Miles was Soul's boss. So I feel like that too was a little bit of more leeway. And then also in season 2, though, Soul becomes a doctor, is no longer a resident. So they're both on equal playing field and, they're both bosses. And I feel like, bosses, they bossed up and said, I want you, let's make it work.
I like that. I'm curious. I'm going to start with you, Isis. Would you hang out with Soul if you met? How do you think that would have happened if you came, in real life? If there was a thing, would you guys connect? Would you be friends or probably just pass each other by?
Oh, no. Well, Soul is so similar to me already. Even reading the script, I was like, oh my God, I've never read a trans character be so similar to me, because usually a lot of times trans characters were one-dimensional stereotypes, and to see Soul be this person that's so grounded and lovable, I feel like at this stage in my life, I want to be around people that are like me. I have friends that are like me, and I definitely think Soul is someone who I would be friends with for sure.
I like that. How about you, Todd, with Miles? You think you guys would drink some beers or probably just like avoid each other? What do you think that would have been?
Well, I mean, did you see Miles' beach house in season 1?
Yes,
definitely.
Doing well.
Definitely be hanging out.
Doing well for sure.
He's doing great. And I would just want to hang out with him at that beach house all the time. But no, I think I think all these characters are very close to who we are as people, the entire cast. So yeah, Todd and Miles would definitely hang out.
I like that.
And I'd want to continue hanging out with the rest of the crew as well.
There you go.
I would for sure love to hang out with Miles in real life, because that pool was heated and big, and I just want to be in that backyard. Like, oh, you could go. I'll see you next month. Go ahead. I'll watch the house for you.
Yeah.
Go do some work, and I'll do the upkeep here on the pool.
I'll figure it out. You go. You just pay the bills here.
Well, you know, she was a resident getting to be a doctor. He's a more established. She can pay those bills easily. So we got that covered. You know, you mentioned here, Todd, you know, connecting kind of with the crew and other characters. I'm curious, is there a character on the show whose story you might be envy or personally enjoy or like to follow? Is there anyone that comes to mind?
Other than Isis and I? Yeah, I would say Gloria's storyline, Tia Gladys. I mean, I am obsessed with her character. I think she is the funniest character on the show.
Agreed.
And Gloria plays it so beautifully. So yeah, I mean, we're in scenes and I'm like, oh man, Gladys had a just killer line. She gets hilarious lines. So yeah, I would love to hang out with Tia Gladys more.
There you go. Can't go wrong, right? Isis, are you joining the bandwagon for this one, or you got another?
Oh, definitely. Gloria was the funniest character, and then whenever her and Chewie got together, and them two together, and they would be like, "Oh, that was funny," or like, "Oh, that would be funny," and then like, "Oh," and then they like add it, and they just like worked on it there, and we would just like laugh, and I'm like, "Oh my god, y'all two are so funny." But yeah, Gladys is a hoot. I feel like it make you wonder, like, what's going on with her before she gets to the family. I don't know if you saw episode 1 of season 2, but like, you're like, what is Gladys doing now? It's always something really outlandish and so funny. And also, Gloria is the most amazing showrunner in person. So we always see her every day on set, but whenever she gets to be in front of the camera, it's always an added treat that she's there, but also she's going to make us laugh as well.
There you go. There might be a spin-off here. Which character you guys think would have a spin-off? Would that be Gloria having a spin-off?
I think that would probably be the most wild, funny spin-off would be Gladys for sure.
Yeah, that would be. And Gloria can write that. I mean, you know,
and she can write it.
Yep.
With all these other characters.
It should be named Dia.
I like that. I think we're onto something here. If Amazon's listening,
I think you just got an executive producer credit.
I know, you know, like I'm just like, just write me in, Glow. As long as I get the pop up.
With love, multiverse. Okay, now everyone's got a multiverse, so why not, right?
Why not?
There you go. I'm gonna end on a fun note here. Ice, I'm gonna start with you. What's your favorite thing about Todd? I mean, you guys spend so many scenes together and time together. What did you learn about him that you really enjoy?
I think Todd is the most amazing scene partner because we are both so laid back, but also goofy. So we would sit there and like figure out what kind of treats we want from the from Crafties.
Nice.
And we would just like talk and like relax, and then we get on set and we just turn it on. But he's the most chill scene partner I could have, and everyone always would be like, "Oh my god, I wish I was there with y'all right now. Y'all are just so chill." We'd just be there talking like, "Yeah, no," and it's nice, you know. Coming onto a show like this where it could be a hectic schedules and a lot going on, and to have a scene partner who's just such a vibe and we just chill. It's nice before you get on set to just feel relaxed and not like overwhelmed with so much stuff going on. I think it makes for the most amazing experience.
Todd, you're a vibe. That's a good compliment right there. I like that.
Thank you. I mean, I'm going to throw it right back at you. You're a vibe. I was going to say that pretty much the exact same thing. I mean, Isis is hilarious in like a very dry way. Like it's so good. You're so quick, and I love it. And it's like you're so quick, and you'll say a joke, and then I won't even notice for like a beat, and then I'll go, oh my god, I'm dying. But also she is unflappable and incredibly poised, and has this inner strength that is so amazing to like.
Thank you, Todd.
Bringing that to scenes together is what gives the scene juice. And so I'm a very lucky actor.
Oh, thank you, Todd.
That was really kind
Thank
by
you.
both of you. So, you know, literally there's a real connection there and you guys know each other really well, which is so cool to hear. It's not only on screen, off screen, it translates too. So, can't top that after these things you guys said about each other. I'm out in this case.
Team
Well,
Smile.
thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome to watch.
Thanks,
And
Chip.
I
even
appreciate
more
it.
fun to talk to.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
When I'm going home, when I'm